Why could using an online lender cost you the home of your dreams? This is a question that most people don't necessarily think about, but I'm here to tell you there's a good possibility that if you look online for the cheapest loan you can find, it might actually keep you from buying the home you want to buy. Why is that possible, Michael? Why is it a big deal if I choose to use an online lender? Well, I'm going to give you 3 reasons why I think using a local lender will give you the best opportunity to land the home of your dreams. Number 1, having a local lender is a competitive advantage. Why do you say that? Well, it's very simple. Realtors are local. They have a local presence. They work in the marketplace where you want to buy. It's only natural that they also want to do business with other companies that are local and in that marketplace. And many times, somewhere in their past, they may have had a client, or if they have a listing, had a seller or had a buyer who had a mortgage company that was out of the area. And if they ran into problems with that company, they may just make the assumption that any company that is not local to this area is a step down from the companies that are. Is that fair to you? Probably not. But the fact of the matter is, realtors prefer to work with local mortgage companies. That's reason number 1, the competitive advantage. Number 2 is simple. Local realtors have a local reputation. Local mortgage people also have a local reputation. What do you mean by that, Michael? And why is it important? It's a really simple statement. Local mortgage people have a local reputation. Chances are pretty good that if you found an online lender, you did so just by getting on Google or the internet and doing a search for mortgage companies or best mortgage rates or something along those lines. And you ended up with a company that's one of these massive nationwide companies who spends a ton of money making sure their name pops up in front of you in an online search. And guess what? You didn't get to them because they have a great reputation or a local reputation. You got to them because they spend a lot of money advertising. And then they brag about how good they are, but you're not hearing it from your family member, your friend, or your coworker. And you're definitely not hearing it from your realtor. So instead of getting to them that way, you need to get to a company who's working in your marketplace. You need to talk to a mortgage company that has a local reputation, because that local reputation is hard earned. We have been in this marketplace since 1999. So Weber Mortgage's local reputation carries a lot of weight with people who work in this area. And guess what? If we mess up your deal, it's going to affect other possible deals that we're trying to win. If the big online guys mess up your deal, it's probably not going to hurt them because you didn't get to them through a referral. You got to them through an online search. And the next person is going to find them in the same way, through an online search. So reason number 2 to use a local lender is the local lender has a local reputation. So it's a competitive advantage, and a local lender has a local reputation. Reason number 3 I like to joke about, but it's true. If you have a problem in the loan process, maybe you're not getting the best communication from your loan officer. How are you going to change that? Well, with a local lender, you can walk right in my door and talk to our secretary or talk to someone else in the company and say, I'm standing here right now, I need an answer. But if you're dealing with a large mortgage company and a loan officer who's not in this marketplace, there's no way for you to get in front of them to face. The bottom line is, if they fail to answer your call, you really have no recourse. Where if you're working with a local company, you always have a local office to go and knock on the door and say, how do I get the help I need? Now, Lord willing, you get great service no matter where you go. And with Weber Mortgage, we certainly pride ourselves on that. But in the rare instance that you have issues, when you work with a local company, you have somewhere that you can go and hold those people accountable. That's reason number 3. So to recap, there's 3 really important reasons why you need to use a local lender. Number 1, it's a competitive advantage for you. Number two, local lenders have local reputations. And number three, God forbid you ever have an issue, you have an office you can go visit to make sure your issue gets straightened out. If you want to work with who we think is the best lender in town, please call Weber Mortgage. We've built our reputation on being available and responsive and taking great care of our clients. So pick up the phone and call Weber Mortgage today, because we are a family in the business of helping families.